Hey Samantha, this is Steven. So this is the kind of overview video of what I'm needing. I'm going to be sending you all these files. I've got 51 things right here, the 50 states, also including Washington, D.C. And these are the major cities that I'm trying to get suburbs from. And what I need your help with is to get the suburbs from these major cities. And I'll do one real fast. And just kind of show you exactly how I'm working this. So, real fast, give me just 1 second. Let's see where we at. Okay, so we'll set up a new thing for Colorado Springs. Uh, you just open up a notepad, and we'll say Colorado. You would just make a folder, and actually you're not going to make a folder. I'll supply you with all the folders and everything that you need. Um, some Let's see, Colorado, if I can remember how to spell. Um, so anyway, you would just do this. You would set up a text file for Colorado Springs, and then the next thing that we would do is we would go over to Colorado Springs. Um, we'd go over to Colorado Springs, and so you just go over to Google Maps, maps.google.com. Kind of come over here, scroll in to Colorado Springs a little bit, and we wait for it to adjust. Now what we would do is we just kind of come over here and look at all the surrounding towns and all that. And if there are some surrounding towns, do it. If there's not any surrounding towns, don't worry about it. So, um, and then let's see. I'm not seeing a whole lot of surrounding places around Colorado Springs. Uh, but we have Cascade. So what we can do now is we can go over here. We can go back here and type Cascade. Also, you want to put a period at the end at each one of these, and I'll show you why. Do not put a comma here. That actually messes up the software I'm putting all this info in. Found that out the hard way. So, let's see. We've also got Manitou Springs or whatever this crap is called. TOU, is that it? Yeah. And then put the period behind that. Let's see. Briar Gate. We have Briar Gate. That's there as well. So, let's see. We can do Briar Gate. And pretty much, I mean, it's just common sense kind of stuff. You're just kind of going over here and you're looking. You're kind of looking through here and you're saying, okay, what's all here? So I've got Black Forest. I have Peyton. Um, really the southeast and northeast Colorado Springs, those are just kind of landmarkers of where it's at in the town. I don't really need those. There's Fountain Valley and Fountain, so I can go ahead and take those. So, let's see. Ah, sorry, it's been a long day and my brain is fried right now. Um, and so that's what we do pretty much with that. Okay, yeah, and we can kind of scroll out and get the other surrounding towns. So I've got Castle Rock and then Limon. Yeah. So Limon, and then we have Castle Rock. Rock. And we'll go up here and put the period behind this. Oh, hey, come on, scroll back out. So yeah, and I think monuments there, and then see you're going to be doing Denver as well. So I'll show you how to do that. That way we differentiate here. And actually, Castle Rock should be part of Denver, but Monument, that's a different story. Okay, so there's that. And the reason why we put the little periods beside these is really simple. After we're done, we'll go to Edit, we'll hit Replace, and we'll hit Find What, and we'll put the period, don't put a space after the period. And then you'll come all the way over here and hit Replace. You'll hit spacebar once, and then you'll type in the actual state. And you hit Replace All, and boom. So it's got Cascade, Colorado. So we have all that, and that'll actually help me. Um, that'll actually help me out. And then you just come over here and save, and then you hit OK. Then we'll do a new one, and this will be Denver. We'll go ahead and save as. We want to make sure it's actually in this, so it's in our suburb list, and it's in Colorado. And so we'll go ahead and hit Denver. And please, if I'm being repetitive, don't think I don't think you're stupid or anything. I'm trying to be as definitive as possible. I recently had another project I was working on. I was paying a person to. I thought I was getting one thing, and they gave me exactly what I wanted, but I wasn't being as definitive as possible. So, okay, so here's what we've got here. So Denver looks like we've got a lot of cool stuff here. So we can go Thornton. We can go Thornton, Aurora, Centennial, Littleton, Littleton, Inglewood, Lakewood, let's say Arvada, yeah, Berkeley. Pretty much the major cities give you a lot of stuff. There's going to be other states that are it's actually a lot harder because they're all clustered together. California is one of those. Around Los Angeles and around San Francisco, there's tons of cities. So yeah, see, there's North Glen. Let's see, Henderson, Brighton. So anyway, you pretty much get the point. Again, after we do all this, I'm just going to go ahead and do this for this video, and I'll finish this out later. But after we do all this, we just want to come over here and hit replace. We type in the period. Remember, if this doesn't automatically populate, make sure that you put the space one time, then type in the state, that whatever state that you're in, and hit replace all. And then after that, just go ahead and save it. Because now it'll actually say Thornton. And then we also know that the suburb that we're actually working with is Denver, or the major city that we're actually working with is Denver. Um, Let me just bring this up real fast. The major city list that you're going to have, some of these you might not have stuff. Like Fayetteville, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any towns, in maybe one or two at the most. I've already done Arizona. Like for instance, Lake Havasu, this one right here, Lake Havasu City, that has absolutely no suburbs, and I don't expect you to make something out of thin air. I pretty much just went out there and went after it because I said, okay, this is a kind of a bigger city in Phoenix, and the way this all works in my software, it works great for me. Anyway, so that's pretty much what I'm doing, and that's pretty much what I need you to do. It's not really that hard. I mean, really, really cool. You also find out a lot about the country that you didn't know. For instance, I had no idea that Anchorage, Alaska, had almost 300,000 people living in it. Who knew? So, anyway, but that's pretty much it. You'll just find these. You'll take a look at the major city list right here. And then you'll come in here and look at the major city list and go, okay, Birmingham. So I need to go to Alabama next, and I'll look at this and I'll go, okay, what's the suburbs around Birmingham? You can kind of go out. The other thing I just kind of wanted to make mention of, let's see. Michigan, Maine, where? Minnesota. Okay. So, like for instance, you have these cities here, like Minneapolis and St. Paul. They're called the Twin Cities. They're real close to one another. I need to make sure that these are differentiated between each other. And what I mean by that is I'll show you. Um, okay, well, apparently this is not working. I'll just scroll out then. Um, what I mean by that is we want to make sure that when we're looking at Minneapolis and like St. Paul or something else like that, and I'm sorry, this is taking a little bit. My computer drags when I'm making a video. But as you can see, there's Minneapolis and St. Paul. They're two distinct cities. They're really two distinct cities. But what we want to try to do is say, okay, somebody actually might service this whole thing, and I build this up for services. But what we want to do is go, okay, so Woodbury would be a suburb of St. Paul. Maplewood would be a suburb of St. Paul. Same thing with like Dallas and Fort Worth. I mean, I've already got Dallas done, and I'll kind of show you. I'll give you a representation of what I mean by this. But for instance, right here, I would have the cutoff line. So like, Irving would actually be a part of Dallas, but Grand Prairie would be a part of Fort Worth. Arlington would be there. Mansfield would be a part of Fort Worth. Richardson would also be a part of Dallas. Plano would be a part of Dallas. The tricky one was Denton, actually, because it sits pretty much right there in the middle. I actually kept that in part of Dallas. But anyway, this is kind of a short video. Where are you at? Let's see. Yeah, this is kind of a short video. It ran long. So, anyway, thanks.